Okay, so I had a long-winded video because I really started talking about how to handle anxiety and panic attacks. The card that came up is the Nine of Swords, and this is really about, our time in our lives where we literally have panic or anxiety attacks, where we fear something or something is scaring us. But sometimes those panic and anxiety attacks, you can't pinpoint what they're about. I mean, I do know that because I have them. I used to have them. I don't have them anymore. I went on some medication, and actually, the medication was so horrific. I gained 10 pounds. That's why I'm like really focused on. That's why I'm not liking myself right now. And they made me really groggy and yucky feeling, and it literally, I got off of them, and it felt like it took me over a month to get that crap out of my system. Um, but it did like take away my panic attacks. I don't have them anymore. I don't have these really horrible anxiety attacks. Um, Coincidence? I don't know. But one of the things I did learn when I was going through these, I had them pretty badly, to the point where I didn't feel like I could get through them. Um, Almost like labor. I literally was like, I don't know if I can get through this. I don't know if I can get through this. And what worked for me is usually a bath. I would get into the bath, and then my emotions would get released, or I don't know, it was the change. I was told by my doctor specifically that the change of temperature, so if you feel like you can't get through it, sometimes putting cold water on your face or immersing yourself in cold water, even if it's just your face, changing your body temperature, making your mind focus on something completely different. So like when you have a shock of cold water on your face, your mind's going, oh, is everything okay? We need to take care of this, because your mind is, your brain's always going to try to take care of you, right? So those are just some ideas. If you ever have panic or anxiety attacks, those are things that can help you get through them. I was told, stay busy, keep busy. I couldn't. Mine were so bad that I could not focus on anything but the attack, no matter how hard I tried. And when I tried, it was even worse. So I couldn't do that. It didn't work for me at all. It would just make it worse and worse and worse and worse. Um, and and that was bad. They would be really bad. Sometimes they would last for an hour. They would not go away. Or even longer. Sometimes I drank to have them go away, and that was bad. And self-medicating is not good. So I do understand those. I do know that if you're working with a cat, if they're very extreme, you should see somebody, because they will help you through these and give you clues on how to get through them, because it's getting through them that matters. But I will say, working with coaches and working in that environment, you start learning these tools yourself. You Because even though in a coaching session we don't focus on anxiety and depression. We don't do that. That's not what we do. Coaches are here to help you get to the next level in life, to break barriers where you have a barrier and you don't feel like you can do this or this, or you need someone that can talk through things. But what happens when you start working with somebody is you start understanding yourself better. The better you understand yourself, the better you can handle anxiety attacks. And these are hard. So the more you do that, the more you can. I would say, it takes a little bit of time. I feel like working with a psychologist for 3 years, or 2.5 years, 3 years, really helped me to start understanding myself. A lot of that time was focused on recovery from leukemia, but we dealt with life issues every time I saw him. So I felt like, I started learning myself and where my behaviors were coming from. And we had aha moments all of the time. And when you start having those, you learn how to help yourself as well. So that's one thing really good that coaching can bring you is, you focus on one thing, but you really start learning about yourself. It's amazing. And it's amazing how much you can like yourself more, because you have a little more, I don't know, what's the word? Love for yourself, because not empathy for yourself, if that's, something, but it is. So take care. Have a beautiful day.